And welcome to Chronversations, the internet podcast for the discerning stoner who likes his conversations random and weird. And on the podcast today, we have my two good friends, Carl Studdard and Cameron Lesick.
Because you miss a lot of shit if you're just like getting ready and then you'll like start talking about some shit before the cameras are even on. I noticed that. And then you're not recording, so you don't get to hear any of that cool shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, I wish we could talk about it. And then you try to re-talk about it, and it's just not as good.
Right.
Because it looks too...
It's gotta be genuine.
Yeah, it's gotta be genuine.
That's what I've noticed from listening to a lot of podcasts and shit. Mostly like Joe Rogan's and like Kevin Smith's stuff. Like, they're super awesome at podcasting.
They are. It's because their format, it's just they leave it open for whatever, you know?
And Kevin Smith has like 60 different podcasts.
Yeah,
He does a
true.
fuck ton of them.
Interesting
Nice.
guest, too.
Right.
What you playing?
Cameron's playing that new Zelda.
Yep.
Oh, that looks pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, you want to see something cool? I wonder if it'll work on this. It should. It works on hills.
Oh, the fucking shield.
Yeah, this is all I use my shields for. Oh, it doesn't work because it's like metal stuff. But yeah, that's all I use my shields for. Like down any mountain I see.
That's all I would use it for, too.
Yeah, right?
I saw a baby that could skateboard better than me today.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucked
Whatever,
up.
Carl. You can't skateboard for shit. Like you can't even stand on a skateboard. I remember that shit from high school. You couldn't even stand.
This was
on
not
one.
even. This was not even a 1-year-old baby, and it was flying across on the street on a skateboard, and I was just impressed. Like, holy shit, you
Right.
can stand on it, let alone while it's moving. Holy shit.
Right. I remember watching Carl try to skateboard a couple of times. That was like the funniest shit ever.
Man.
Because he would stand like weird because he couldn't figure out how his body was supposed to be.
It's something that I cannot do, and I never will be able to do.
Yeah.
Like flipping. Flip.
Well, let's do some dabs while we get this shit started.
Okay. I want to smoke some pot too.
Well, you can load pot, Carl. This
In what,
podcast is-
sir? I didn't bring nothing.
There's pipes right in front of your fucking face, Carl. Yeah. Fuck. Slow up the show. Alright, the show. Well, welcome to Chronversations. This is like the inaugural episode of fucking the Radcast Networks' second podcast, even though we have like no fucking viewers. And this is all pretty much just for me. But yeah, this is the podcast where me and my friends talk about fucking nothing because why not? We're all gonna die soon and we're on this giant earth hurling through space. So might as well do something fun.
Yep. Exactly.
I told you I was hurling this earth through space, though.
Whatever, go on, Cameron.
And this has been a long time coming too, guys.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Well, me and Cameron did a podcast before, like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in Minnesota wishing that I could do stuff like that with you guys.
Well, fuck, man. Wasn't there like nobody in Minnesota when you were out there?
Oh, fucking nothing but fucking rednecks and hillbillies and shit. Fucking fishing and hunting is all they ever want to do. No offense to any people like that, but...
Don't you know?
No, I offend them all, Carl. I don't know. I dig fishing, but I wouldn't be like, oh, that's all I want to do is fish. That's shitty, man. Yeah, it was weird not having you out here. No one to have weird conversations with.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure since I've been gone, my IQ's gone down like 20, 30 points.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, it happened in 6 months in Massachusetts alone. I was there for 6 months. My IQ probably dropped 100 points.
Yeah, you know.
I'm like down to like a 1.
We're all just...
They got so many schools out there.
Yeah.
How do they got so many fucking dummies?
No, I don't know.
You know,
I don't know. It's ignorance. It's
Mm-hmm.
ignorance.
Yeah. We're all just... We're getting old, guys, you know? Go back 10, 15 years and we're in Chris's basement smoking swag after school if we didn't skip. It's just fucking crazy.
Cameron's already like booted out of school by
Yeah,
then.
I was booted out of school.
Yeah, you didn't go to Discovery with us, did you?
No, I
They
wasn't
won't let him
allowed.
in. He was too gnarly.
That's what they told me. I was too bad for Discovery.
For
I'm
Discovery.
like,
A
all my
school with all
friends
those
go
crazy
there.
Fucking people.
You were too bad to hang out with us degenerates and pregnant chicks.
Yeah, I would have been no good for you guys. See, you degenerates and pregnant chins had a shot in hell, you know, to like make it. But
Yeah.
Nah.
Not if I was there.
Nah.
Just because you didn't make it doesn't mean you didn't have a shot, too.
Nah. Discovery's a death sentence. You're fucked if you end up at Discovery. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So maybe they're trying to save me.
They might have been. They were like, this kid...
Discovery's motto should have been, "It's the law, we have to serve you." You know, like, until you're 18, you have to go here.
Right.
Like, we're not really trying to achieve
It's not the law,
anything.
no. Not at all. I got my GED.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was supposed to be in 9th grade.
Let me tell you something, man. I have never used a goddamn thing that I've ever learned in a higher education.
Yeah.
Algebra? Never fucking used it. Like, what the
No.
fuck do I need all that math for?
The average person, it's like addition and subtraction. Like, addition, I get my paycheck.
I don't use
Subtraction,
anything
it's
I
all
learn.
fucking gone. Okay, on to the next
I just drive
problem.
into other cars. I don't even listen to that. Nothing I learned.
That's fuck shit
Made my
up.
whole life using no lesson learned attributes, whatever.
I don't know. I like going to school more to just fuck with shit
Yeah,
Then,
that was the
like-
only reason I liked
than
going
like
to school.
actually learning anything.
Meet people, bullshit.
Well, that brings me to my next point. Like, do you think that because me and you went to a school like that, Chris, that we were denied certain social interactions? Like, I don't know, like prom or some shit? Because we had a prom, but it
They
was
did,
like
but it was
10 people in a church basement.
yeah. I never went to those fucking things.
Oh, dude, that fucking reminds me. The prom that I went, because my wife went there too, Stephanie.
Yeah.
And their prom was like fucking techno music and fucking everybody was on ecstasy.
That's yeah.
And I'm like fucking doing light shows next to our old teachers going, damn, this is fucking awkward.
This is fucked up. Like,
And I was like, how the fuck is
Sup-
Discovery this bad now?
what's up, Mr. Malter? Look at me give this kid a fucking seizure.
It was pretty. Oh, I felt the strangest around Mr. Wadsworth though.
Oh yeah, because he's young enough to be like these goddamn kids.
Yeah,
'Cause
he's probably
he was
young.
like 38 or something like that.
Yeah, but he is like real religious and stuff, so maybe he doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, yeah,
Did you
he's
do
a
a job
Mormon.
interview today?
Huh?
You dressed pretty nice.
Oh right.
Is that just the look? Is that
It's
the
just
look
for
of
us,
the car?
dude. It's for the podcast.
This is a special event for me.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
for the
cool.
podcast.
Plus, dude, like, I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 in 19
Dude,
days.
I have a gut now.
Yeah,
I'm fat. No more six pack. Fat.
that's all right.
I still weigh like 140.
No, I'm like 165 now.
For the viewers, this is Jack Skellington, Stativa Blood.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's important or anything.
Not on this show.
All right, then. It's just weed, fuckers.
Maybe on the Rad Anime show, which you should be watching. we talk about the weed.
Yeah.
This one
Which brings
gives
me
a fuck.
which brings me to my next fucking point. YouTube, get on your shit, man. I don't know why my homie Chris's podcast
No, that's yours.
is not
Here.
super
I
popular.
need a lighter though.
It's because YouTube's got a weird algorithm. Like I said, this podcast is mostly for me. You sound like
Yeah, this is for us to laugh. Fuck you, viewers.
yeah, but yeah, and like they have a weird thing now. Like they all the shit we say is like it's not monetizable because like YouTube has this weird thing with their ads now where like the advertisers like don't want their shit on like shit that's like considered bad. So like some asshole like on fucking playing Call of Duty calling kids like nigger and shit like that. Like they don't want their like Tide doesn't want to have a commercial come on between that.
Right, but
But then it goes on to like stupid shit where people are super sensitive where it's like, oh, you said retard, so now your video's demonetized, or you're drinking a beer or something like that. It's just a bunch of dumb shit. Like even like people who cover like true crime and horror stuff, they're getting fucked with, and they're moving to things like Patreon and shit like that to get paid, and they're just saying fuck YouTube because they're not paying them for dumb shit.
Well, yeah, I mean...
It's censorship. It's kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah, and YouTube needs to get off their fucking high horse because let's get back to, like, the pure reasons that it was so popular and created in it to begin with. It's for people to fucking express themselves and communicate with other people across the world via the internet, you know? Yeah. YouTube needs to fucking take their position as the intermediary very seriously, like, or else it's just... Not to get too deep about it, but it's censorship. It's like fascism almost.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking dirty word nowadays, but I don't care what fucking Trump and shit is doing. I care about what the fucking the internet's doing. That's what's reaching everybody these days, you know?
Right.
I only care about us pale folk.
Yeah, I told Carl about being a pale folk.
Yep. Anyone's a pale folk. It's just a frame of mind.
Right.
We hate the whites. Because we always get confused. I'm not white. I am pale.
Oh yeah, folks. Both of these guys have like shit lungs. So you're gonna hear a lot of coughing. That's why you don't smoke cigarettes, kids.
Yeah, don't smoke.
See?
Just stick to meth.
Yeah. You'll get shit done that way. I mean, your house will be immaculate.
In my defense, if I didn't smoke cigarettes, I'd be in prison right now. It'd be a cautionary tale.
Would you have murdered somebody in Minnesota?
Somebody for no fucking reason, just because they fucking looked at me wrong, or because I'm stuck in traffic and I fucking decide to kill them. Like,
Yeah. If it wasn't for cigarettes, I'd be a chronic masturbator.
Well, I already am a chronic masturbator. But I'm married, dude. You know, so.
So you have to be.
Man, I try to tell my wife, too, you know.
Man, do you have my fucking lighter, Cameron?
Maybe.
I got my brown one.
Yeah,
Never fucking fails. Lighter problems.
Maybe. What color was yours?
it's orange with a half-ripped sticker.
This is orange with a full rip sticker.
Fuck you. Give my fucking lighter back, man. Every fucking time. I noticed it was gone, and I'm like, yeah, Cameron's got it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That was the one thing I didn't miss with you being gone, was I kept so many lighters.
I bet that
All
was
the way
nice.
to the end.
All the way to the end.
All the way to the end.
I normally lose them before that.
Nah, dude, like, he came down, like, a couple weeks ago, and when he left, he took all of my lighters. I had 3 of them. Fucked
all
out
3
with
of
all of them. One of them was shit.
Jesus.
One of them was shit.
I don't mind if people do it on accident, though, but it's the people... Because I know there's
I
people
never
out
mean
there.
to. It just always goes straight to the
Yeah,
pocket.
I know
That's
you don't.
literally my freaking habit. So.
But do you think that there's people out there that, like, genuinely just want to be malicious?
Yeah, no,
most
100%.
definitely. I've met
There's
people
someone
like
out there.
that.
Yeah.
I have too, and they're like, you know, if you're not one of their targets, they're really proud about it. They'll like show you their collection, like,
Brag
look, I
about it.
stole all
Look how
these
many
at
of
a
these
party
lighters
last
I
night.
stole, yeah.
I got 15 lighters. Meanwhile, there's some stoner over there, you know, somewhere
Wakes up
out there,
hungover, like, fuck, I'm gonna
can't
smoke a
smoke a
bowl.
bowl.
Yeah.
you know, and they're using a fucking candle or some shit, you know, and it's just fucked up.
Oh, sorry. They can't roll a joint and die
Right
now.
off the stove.
Oh yeah, but what I was talking about earlier about fascism and stuff, that was just bullshit. All I was getting at is that you're a fucking interesting person, and that's not just a biased opinion because you're my friend and shit, but you should have more viewers on your podcast. So YouTube, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You know, when I put super rad in, I should get
Nah,
Chris'
you know
show.
what? You know what you should do is just start whipping your dick out and jerking off and get on Pornhub.
Yeah,
Probably get a lot of
Get you more
viewers.
traction.
Pornhub community.
Yeah. Probably
You
get
could have
shit
people
ton of
throw you
viewers right there.
tokens,
right.
and then I
So
think
just become a cam person.
yeah. Don't ask me how I know all these details.
Don't
It's
make-
not like I do anything.
School podcast and just start jerking off for money.
Yeah,
That makes way
I'm
more
dying.
sense.
100 gold coins, and I'll beat my meat. That's what you're.
When you get to 100, I'll whip it out. Till then, you gotta listen to me bullshit.
You could do it for certain fetishes too. You
That's
know,
kind of
like,
genius. I'm gonna podcast until you pay me enough to show my wiener.
I want to see it.
have a theme where one day you're wearing a Pikachu suit, the next day you're a Stormtrooper. You know.
Yeah, right? I'd almost pay to see a Stormtrooper jerking it.
You.
As long as it finishes with a bug eating them.
I'm at a loss for words. I believe it though, Cameron.
Like some sort of weird alien thing, you know?
Sometimes you gotta see some weird shit, Carl.
Yeah, Carl.
You gotta look at
I'm
UFOs
30
on
years
the
old.
internet
My
or something.
perversion's only getting more intense. Like,
That's
Same
because the
old.
normal shit doesn't do it anymore. Because you've been doing it since high school.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Now you're like, I need to do some fucking strange shit.
Right?
I need to get jerked off while I'm hung from a swing and spun 20 times and then slapped in the face with baby powder or something. You know, you gotta think of something really elaborate because you're like, that's how you're gonna be when you're old.
It sounds pretty elaborate.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
You gotta think, if we get to those old people houses, aren't they all like just swinger places?
I'm pretty sure
They're
all those
just
old people just fuck each other. Like,
banging
that's all they
each
do.
other, right?
if they can fuck, they do fuck. I
Nah, if they
guarantee it.
can fuck, it's
not-
all up to
yeah.
the doctor giving that little blue pill. You
And
know?
they pass that shit out all the fucking time. So
Right?
yeah.
And if the doctor says no, Ted got some. You and Ted gonna gangbang your wife or something. I don't
Right?
know.
Yeah, but
All those old people are fucking perverts.
I don't know.
Perverts.
They
Every
have
single
to
one of them.
Have you
Because they
thought-
grew up in the times where like a blowjob was insane. Like,
Nah, I don't think so. I think blowjobs have always
Holy
been around.
moly! You know the time.
Blowjobs weren't insane back in the past. It's not like that's a
No,
new
they
thing.
just
they did
never
the Great
talked
Depression
about
for
it.
food.
Nah, they even had like it's like called something weird, like a fallopio.
Fellatio.
Fellatio.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Fallopian.
heard that?
I don't know. I'm just.
I always was told,
not
and I don't
from
know
there.
if it's bullshit, but I was always told that
You get a fallopio?
a fallopian.
Okay.
I'll give you a fallopian too.
I'll give you a
Fuck.
No, it's Fallupio. It is his Filipino cousin.
Yeah,
Oh,
fallopio.
okay.
Fallupio.
Fallupio. He's a handyman. He'll come over.
He's
and
good at
fix stuff.
fellatio.
Fallopio gives a fellatio.
I don't want Chris's lighter, Cameron.
Me neither. I
getting
get
it.
yelled at for it.
Do I have an extra one for you, Cameron?
No, I have
Just so
one.
you can
want to
steal
see
it
something
on-
actually really funny? You want to see my other lighter?
Is it Norm?
No,
What's funny about this is Chris's other lighter
other
from the night I took those four.
Here, take this green bic on lease.
On lease. All right.
Your security deposit is your life.
And you can steal that
Sounds
one
good.
when you
Now
need
I'm
to steal a
throw
lighter.
it.
Oh man.
Fuck, man. Dang, it's been a while since we've hung out. And got
All
to
three
use
of us.
right?
Yeah, especially hung out and there's no like girlfriends or.
No,
nothing.
Cameron called us the three
No
amigos
kids.
the other day.
Yeah. He was like the three. Do you want to be the three amigos or the three musketeers? And I was like, fuck the. I want to be the amigos.
I said the musketeers by mistake, and then I was like, oh, and you're like, nah, amigos.
Yeah. Fuck the
And
musketeers.
I'm like,
Cameron,
yeah, musketeers
we're the
don't use their
amigos.
muskets.
Cameron-
Ever.
Yeah,
No
for
musketing.
No
Do
musket.
you remember how we all met? You, Cameron?
I don't know. Depends on which time. I met Chris for the first time, like with Kyle Warren, like a long ass time ago.
Well, the first time I met you,
I don't really remember how
while
I met
was
you,
with
actually.
Chris, you were like,
I remember the first time
you
I saw
bought a
you.
shitload of fucking weed, man. And then you rolled everyone in the room a blunt, and there was like at least 7 or 8 people, and I just thought that was cool as fuck.
Yeah, I never really.
And ever
been
since
greedy.
then, I was like, yeah.
And that was back in the day of swag when you
I
get an
know.
ounce for $40.
I'm like,
But still, even back then, that was kind of unheard of for most people, man. That was just an incredibly generous thing to do for somebody you just meet.
yeah.
You know, I don't think I've ever rolled a blunt for a person I just met. You know, for a friend,
I've
hell
done
yeah.
it a bunch of times. I've given people joints.
But their own
Right.
personal blunt, you know, that's very, very cool. You know, so.
Well, I don't know.
Weed was plentiful, or at least crappy weed was plentiful.
Well, that's.
So you could do that.
And that's like I said, that's the person I've always been. I don't know. I just
That's how you make friends. You blunt.
hook
At least
people
that's how
up.
I made
I don't know.
friends.
I like hooking people up. It's fun.
Yeah, see, and people that don't smoke weed would probably be like, oh, you know, these people are so pathetic. Oh, they need weed to make bonding
Ah,
experiences.
No, I just made it
But
easier.
I look around me.
I
at
can run
people-
without shoes, you know.
Right.
Just easier to do it with them.
Right.
Exactly. But, you know, a lot of times people that are like that are like, oh, I've never tried weed because that's a drug. They're living a life that's just so devoid of emotional attachment in any form. You know,
Oh no, there's some
people that don't smoke weed
are perfectly normal.
Yeah.
My sister
Some,
doesn't
yeah.
smoke.
And a
She's
lot of
cool.
people don't smoke weed just because it wasn't legal. Like a lot of those people who like didn't smoke weed because it wasn't legal are smoking it now. At least in like Colorado and
Nah,
the other states.
and then there's those people that now it's legal. Oh yeah, you're just
Yeah,
saying
I
that.
just
Yeah.
said
Whoops.
that.
I thought you were going.
But yeah,
the
there's
opposite
always
way.
going to be people who are just against it. Like usually it's like really conservative people are like religious folk, you know.
yeah, I mean,
That's always going
you
to be
said
a
the
fucking
R word.
thing.
Said religion.
Yeah, now we're kicked off.
Yeah.
Yep, now I'm
Porn
now
here
I'm
we come.
mad.
But I didn't say retard, so we're fine.
Yeah.
Well, now you said retard.
It's all right.
What are you retarded?
I meant it with love.
Yep.
I
We
have
can
ADD,
smoke
so
cigarettes in here?
We can.
Oh, thank fucking...
Yeah, you're like, now this is amazing.
You're like,
We just gotta try not to smoke
Now
like
we can talk,
7,000 cigarettes.
Now we can talk.
Whatever.
now we
You're
can
gonna
talk.
smoke 7,000 cigarettes. It's just gonna
Did I
happen.
leave my cigarettes in the car? I'm gonna be fucking mad.
You want a cigarette?
Yeah, just for now. I'll get you back.
Freaking. So I guess the most important thing that happened to me lately was I saw a UFO.
I was there.
The pictures that you showed me yesterday.
Yeah, the pictures. Chris was there.
Amazing, man. Amazing.
We'll even upload them on this. We could probably do that.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
Show them real quick.
so
right in the green screen. You probably just bam right on there.
just send
So
UFO.
the viewers could see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, saw a UFO. So
I wouldn't use that though. I would use like I'll put it right here. Straight picture, maybe even full screen.
yeah.
I wish you would have been able to get a video of it though. You know.
We could have with that camera, but the video doesn't zoom in as far as the pictures.
Right.
And I'm telling you, we had to zoom all the way in.
It was hella
Because
far
from the
up,
naked
right?
eye,
Yeah,
all you saw was a glare.
blink. It
A
was
glare.
crazy. Like, we were
It was
just
just like
sitting out.
coming off the sun, just like, you know how you catch the sun just right, and it glares you
Fucking
in the
Mark's
face.
seen it.
Yeah, Mark was the one who spotted it first. He's like, "What is that? That's not a
Well-
plane." And then we all looked at it. And we were looking at it for a good 5-10 minutes, and then Trish finally went and got
We were
the
like, yeah, get the camera.
and we zoomed in on it, and that's when we all freaked out. We were like, "Holy shit!"
Right.
It's like circled, and you could see through it, and like
Yeah, but
that might even just be a reflection instead of seeing through it. It might just.
Right.
be
that's what I was
full
just
circle.
about to say. Is when I was looking at it, yeah, it looked like a donut, but it also kind of looked like it was just reflecting light, or like reflecting.
So we're just getting that part of
Sky.
the sky, you know.
Yes,
and it,
like-
Well,
so
then if it was doing that, it would be like concaved.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's
no,
weird.
not necessarily. But if
it
had
had a
weird-
transparent kind of look in the
Yeah.
middle, and then like a metal. I mean, they're gonna be able to see it if you upload it
Yeah,
with
so-
it, but the material that the outside rim of the disc or whatever was made out of,
was extremely shiny. Whatever
extremely
it is.
shiny, but also it didn't really have like just from the still pictures that I seen. Kind of looks like it was like on the verge of solid and liquid, like
It could be.
I mean
I don't know how
know.
a sphere flies. You know,
Right.
there's no wings. There's no jet propulsion. There's like it's
Or
just
how you get liquid
yeah.
to fly in
God,
a
I could talk
sphere.
about shit like that for hours.
Well, that's what we're
I
doing.
I got theories on gravitational and magnetic propulsion, and some of it I would even say is
I think
my
we-
original thought, like not just regurgitated shit that I saw on fucking YouTube or some bullshit.
Ancient aliens.
Yeah, fuck ancient aliens. By the way,
I know. It's like they know everything.
it's like, dude, no, that guy doesn't do his hair so that no one takes him seriously, and they do that on purpose so no one takes the fucking actual subject
Yeah.
seriously.
Is it all like a ruse to keep us like thinking it's not
Misinformation.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, no, it
propaganda,
definitely
man.
is, dude. I swear to God, they blame toothpaste on aliens.
real? Everything.
I
though, is
swear
like,
to God.
Yeah, one time the Romans did some shit. Aliens.
Everything. It's like everything. It's like, you know why people sneeze? Fucking aliens, dude. Aliens made us sneeze, bro.
Or like, you remember Vietnam? Aliens were there.
We
Like,
used
they
to have the
tried
smoothest poops and never had a wipe, and then aliens came.
Oh,
we were like dogs. Just no wipes all fucking day.
and I bet you they didn't even invent toilet paper for us, did they?
Yeah.
No, we had to figure
See,
that
that's
shit
my beef with ancient aliens. They are always trying to say that every single human accomplishment that they can find in the ancient world is too complex aliens.
That's what a lot of people bitch about. They're like, oh,
Meanwhile, I mean, there's a lot of theories about the pyramids, for example.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of, I guess you would say, archaeologists. Yeah, that would be the right word, archaeologists, that say that the first dynasties of Egypt claimed that the pyramids were already there and that they were just building a civilization around it, and that was like one of their reasons that they believed in gods and stuff. But there's other theories, that could be wrong.
I think they believe in God because people are stupid.
Well, yeah, people are stupid theologically, but in terms of science and mathematics, ancient people were advanced, man. Okay, for example,
Yeah,
in
we use
Egypt,
all that shit today, like the fucking
Certain ones, the
Pythagorean
ones writing
theorem
things
and
down.
shit.
Yeah,
But the mass
exactly.
populace,
Chris knows
the
what's
mass
in it.
populace was
Levers
still
and
stupid,
pulleys?
just like everyone else. That's why they got away
Okay.
with everything. That's why there was gods. People were smart. A person's smart. You know, there's certain people out there that were smart. Probably smarter than we'll ever know. But
knowledge was like a secret thing.
It
too.
wasn't like a whole like exactly. It's not
for
the whole
rich
mass
fuckers.
populace. We're meant
Well,
to be
architecture
stupid.
in particular was like almost like a priesthood back then, to where like, you know,
Well,
it's
same thing, the
passed down
first
from
people-
father to
sa-
son, and
Well,
Like
yeah,
all
like,
sorts of
created,
shit.
like,
Like the first
Freemasonry and
people,
shit.
the first people to make a mirror. That shit was like a hidden secret for like
It was like
thousands
magic.
of years. You know.
And yeah, like it wasn't it in like the Vatican or in like
I don't
Florence?
remember.
It was in
I
Italy,
don't
and like
remember.
dude who took it,
It was
out
a
of
long
Italy
time ago
had like
since I was in school.
I'm trying to remember, but like the dude who took the like who spread the knowledge of how to make mirrors had to like sneak that shit out of the fucking country, like it was a fucking like a sacred fucking document or some crazy shit like that. Like he could gotten like put
Yeah,
to death
no.
for taking that shit out of the city.
Definitely.
I think it was Italy, somewhere in Italy. I'm not really sure.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah.
So everything.
you know, like for example, in the Giza Plateau, you know, it's right next to the Nile River. Why do you think that is? To build the fucking pyramids, of course. Well, obviously, other than the fact that they needed water for their civilization.
Right. But they used
But
it to move rocks.
think
and
about
shit.
it. If they can build a 100-foot long boat, they can build a dry dock, a wet dock, a canal. So they can take these fucking blocks that weigh tons and shit, and they can move them by boat, drop them down, and release the water. And there you go. And that's just one fucking theory, man.
Yeah.
I hate how everybody's always like,
It's impossible. You can't push
aliens
it.
made it. They're our gods. They made our DNA. They made us from chimpanzees. And that's just a hypothesis. That's not even a theory. Let's get that straight.
Man.
You know, people that believe in God, that's fine and dandy, but you cannot fucking prove it. That's my biggest fucking philosophy in life is you have to be of healthy enough mindset state to say, I don't fucking know. And that's what most people's problem is they
Yeah.
won't say no.
Right, they want to think they know because they read some book that a dude
Yeah.
like.
Well, and it
interpreted
even
from
says
another
they're always
book
going to be
that they
tested by
interpret- yeah.
people like us. They gotta like stay positive. Faith can move
Yeah, that's-
mountains. No, it fucking can't.
That's that shit that they fucking feed him to be like keep him in there, keep him feeding the
Yeah.
fucking machine and shit.
Which is all well and good. There's some good
Yeah.
aspects to it. but-
Yeah, there's good aspects to like any fucking religion. It's just like the whole organization of it all, which is what I don't like, and that comes from like knowing like shit about history and like what they did to like natives and shit, and like in a lot of places, where they just like they're like you're not fucking whatever Thunder Bear, George Tooth or whatever. You're fucking Andrew now. And if you don't fucking say your name's fucking Andrew, we're gonna beat the shit out of you, and you're gonna learn English, and you're gonna be a fucking Christian. And they did that like everywhere. Like they did it from America to South America to fucking Australia.
Yeah, everywhere.
They fucking killed a lot, like most of the fucking Aborigines in Australia. Like that shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then like you got them like it's pretty much everywhere. Like the Europeans and the Christians and shit. Like everywhere they go, they want to like just enslave people, make them like do all their shit.
That's why you should join OSG. OSG doesn't enslave anyone.
Oh, she doesn't do anything.
That's he even knows
we've
it's
done
fake.
like we've done like 3 things in the Church of OSG, but they were all nice.
But OSG is a perfect example of how theology and organized religion, how stupid it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just
Because in
make up
1,000
some shit.
years, if somebody is still talking about OSG,
We're gonna laugh.
I would laugh if we are like spirits, like everything
whatever.
says, you know,
Right.
because it would just show how easy it is for one story to turn into 2 and 3 and 4 different stories, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, for example, the Bible is so similar to like the Epic of Gilgamesh and like all this other shit I can't remember and I don't want to even try.
Wars.
Star Wars,
Star Wars, Harry Potter,
The Matrix.
Narnia.
Yeah, dude, fucking A.
Gundam Wing,
Allegory Jesus
specifically
line.
just Wing.
In 1,000 years,
People are gonna think the Hunger Games were religion.
if people are even around, what if aliens are like digging through our fucking cities?
People are
and
gonna
they're finding
think
DVD?
Twilight was a religion. And 1,000 years ago, it was either Jake or
if
Drew or
anything,
whatever their
they'll
stupid
find,
names are.
What they'll find,
Jack
like
and
aliens.
Jim. What were the fucking Twilight names are? You know movies.
Fuck.
Is it Jason and Bourne?
No, it's something.
Can we just talk about Jason Bourne?
Edward and something.
Edward. Edward and like
something.
Newton.
It's Wayne Newton. It's not unusual, folks.
I swear it was a J something too. Jim.
Well, who gives a fuck? Either way, I think the aliens, like, if there's aliens,
They're gonna think that was a religion.
They'd find, like, stuff that doesn't degrade. Like, a book will be fucking degraded. They'll find a computer, and there might be audio, like, digital books on there, but they'll, like, find whatever they had downloaded to their shit.
Yeah.
Or whatever's on, like, a cloud server or something.
All that porn they're gonna see.
Porn.
They're like, apparently they really
but
like
that's
to
what
record
I'm wondering.
themselves,
Does that
like-
shit last that long?
I don't know. How
Does
long?
it? You know, I mean, for example, for the Pornhub servers, you know, where they keep all the fucking content, are aliens gonna be able to, you know, watch some chick get trained on?
I think so. I think
I
so.
would hope so.
I think so.
Or are the little mechanical, you know, the little electronic parts in that fucking shit gonna degrade over time?
They're aliens. They probably got some shit like, all right, we got this thing. Let's fix it with our super alien shit. We got like a Doctor Who beam coming out of this shit that just fixes shit.
Well,
With
if
the
they're that
word-
advanced, they
Doctor
probably just
Who
time
beam.
travel and watch us while we're alive. You know?
Well,
Like, we're gonna watch them fuck for real. Fuck a movie.
I still think that UFO we saw was galactic donuts. So
Yeah.
some alien living on the planet
Delivery.
just wanted some galactic donuts delivered.
I liked that theory. It had me thinking. Oh, but that brings me back. Okay, so gravitational propulsion, guys.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so when you're trying to make a spacecraft, you run into like a lot of design problems, and you know what the humankind is running into right now, and I don't know, maybe there's secret black ops shit. That
Earthlings, not humans. There's probably humans out
Earthlings,
there. Yeah.
you're right,
Just
you're right.
Earthlings. What Earthlings are running into.
Is, you know, chemical rockets, for example. You know, even if we build something super advanced, you know, that can fly somewhere, we got to get it up into orbit unless it can fly in atmosphere, right? So you got chemical rockets, and that's a limitation. So in order to solve that, you got to find a mechanism for propulsion that the energy source comes from the universe. You know what I'm saying?
I think we
like-
just got to make a flying
So like
planet.
intaking like
With an
elements from
artificial
space
sun.
and using them.
I think we
Well,
just have
yeah.
to make a flying. I think if we make a big enough sphere, we'll get gravity, make a magnetic field going around it,
So
and all that
more on
stuff.
the
Then we
Death
just
Star?
but like an atmosphere
Oh, no,
going
like-
with a shield over it with an artificial sun,
Like
a
Omicron
flying
from
fucking-
Transformers.
I don't even know.
Well,
All right, Omicron from Transformers is a giant fucking robot planet that eats planets. Like that's.
Well, I mean,
it's-
is it a planet with an
Yeah.
atmosphere and shit?
Yeah, there's- the robots live on the
That's
planet.
what we need to
pretty
build.
sure the robots live on that planet.
That's what we need to
Either
build.
that or he eats the I don't remember. Transformers is kind of lame. The worst giant robots ever. You ask me.
yeah, and God, the movies have gotten
I haven't
horrible.
watched the movies. I barely watched the fucking cartoons, so I'm like, why am I gonna go see a fucking movie?
I saw the third one with Shia LaBeouf, and then when
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg got into it, and they were trying to make Optimus Prime a bad guy.
Actually,
Nope.
I take that back. I saw the first one because I heard the Cloverfield trailer was playing like before the movie, so I went to just go see the fucking trailer.
For Cloverfield, that
Yeah.
monster movie?
Yeah,
Okay.
when it first came out. Cause like I heard somebody talking about like this crazy ass movie, and like I didn't have this, like the internet or nothing, so I couldn't just, and I don't think they had a trailer put up, so I couldn't just look up Cloverfield trailer. So I went with I think it was Mike Carr. I think I went with him to go see Transformers.
You could have just gone to the library. They have internet.
What am I, a nerd?
I have my library card.
I don't think I did, and I'm pretty sure I owed like a book from like the 3rd grade that I didn't return. So they were gonna.
So make up a name, whatever.
I'm George Stanton.
Yeah, no, I used to do it all the time. I got kicked out of the library a couple of times.
I can't talk shit though.
Come back in like 4 years, and I'm like, nah, my name's Steven. Like, I don't have my ID, actually. I'm just trying to rent some books, though.
I don't even need a library
You
anymore.
give me a library card.
I moved back, and my dad put a bookshelf in my already very small room.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm 30 years old. I moved back with my parents. I have 2 kids.
No one cares about your personal life.
Yeah, yeah. You can put
I'm
that
just saying
away.
you can judge me all you want. I just, you know,
Well, you're a drain on society.
I'm a drain on society. No, actually, I'm a very hard worker.
Look how he's dressed.
Yep.
He's ready to go interview right after this.
Professional.
Yeah. This is just a podcast and you dressed up.
Any of you 14 viewers out there want to give me a job? Let's make some paper, boo boo. I I just moved back from Minnesota, so
Yeah.
it's okay that I don't have a job yet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here in a week or two, it'll start to look funny.
He's gonna start sucking dick.
Yeah.
So look out for him when you're rolling the streets. Throw him a bone.
Yep. I'm trading blowjobs for food stamps, guys.
Specifically food stamps. I won't take real cash.
Yeah, no, that's illegal, sir.
That is
I
prostitution.
feel as though I'm being personally attacked right now. Just kidding.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey, that's okay.
That's what we do. We haven't seen you in a minute as well, so
Oh,
we gotta make fun of you.
If you didn't,
I'm surprised Cameron hasn't threatened to fuck your mother yet.
Yeah. That used to be a thing.
That used to be my favorite thing.
My mom can't watch this now.
She
You're like, thing.
She can, yeah. She might think.
No, you
Hi,
just
Corey.
used to always get really mad.
She might think you're
You'd
cute,
be like-
Cameron, but my dad probably kill you.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
go
I'm
make
fucking
a sandwich. And I'm like, your mom's gonna make me a sandwich.
You would want to like fight him. I remember that one day you were like, we're gonna fucking fight, Cameron.
I love my mama. But you know, we didn't.
I know, but you were talking so much shit before that, and then Cameron just said one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause I remember
you're
that shit.
I'm a
And
hypocrite,
then,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you're like something about like go make a sandwich. I was like, your mom's gonna make me a sandwich. You're like, hell no. I was like, ah.
Did I
Oh,
really?
God. Yeah.
No, I laughed. I laughed so hard. It was funny. You just got really mad. And then ever since then, I've been your mom this, your mom
Yeah.
that.
You're not.
and then-
You're not
But-
the worst though.
No,
I had
definitely
this friend
not.
named Patrick. He got drunk at my house, really fucking drunk. I lived in the basement at the time. I was like 15 maybe. He's running up the stairs with his fucking nuts tucked in between his legs, going, "I'm gonna show my mom your pussy." I mean, your mom, my pussy. And I was like, "What the fuck? It's 3:00 in the morning." And I was just tempted to just punch him in the back of the head, and so that's kind of what I did. And he fell asleep on the back of my stairs with his nuts tucked in between his legs. I didn't know what to do. I just left him there.
Just cover him up with a blanket, like fuck.
Yeah, you weird motherfucker. Go to sleep.
Some people shouldn't fucking drink, man.
Because I was really
I'm
concerned
gonna
that this
show
guy
your
was
mom
gonna
my
make it
pussy.
to my mom's room and show him his little, you know,
his
mangina.
his fucking what was that? Silence of the Lambs fucking tuck job. Yeah. He's like, I'd fuck me hard, Corey.
And you know, my dad was in the bed with her, so that
Yeah,
would've
that
been
wouldn't
great.
have gone well. Your dad gets mad.
Yeah.
Right, I've heard your dad yell at you.
Right? Even though, like, he caught us smoking weed so many times, and he'd never yell at us. He would just yell at you, and, like, he's even given me a ride home after that. Like, it was so fucked up. I was like,
Dad's a great guy.
this is a weird ride home. And he didn't say shit about the weed smoking business.
My dad's a great guy.
Yeah.
You know, all three of his kids have ended up being like almost full-time stoners, and he's just had the deal.
Yeah.
So over the years, he's just kind of evolved into like, fuck it. You know, I've never got him to hit anything though.
Yeah.
But he always says he wants to do mushrooms, and to me that's weird. Like you're gonna go
That is-
straight to
that's
mushrooms.
a weird jump.
Yeah, like
Yeah, people are weird like that.
That's like never having a drink in your life, and then you're like, I'm gonna do DMT.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Never touched anything in my life.
that's like being a virgin going straight for a prostitute. You know,
Not even a good
Not
one.
knocking it, but
Not even a
That
good
doesn't
one.
sound too bad.
no, a really, really good one.
Yeah, no, a really,
One
really
that's
good
just gonna
one.
blow
Hell
your
yeah.
mind, like-
yeah, exactly. That sounds like a great thing to do. Actually.
Yeah, the more I'm talking about it, I should have done that when I was.
Yeah, right. Because I lost my virginity, and it was quite frankly
Virgin
just
sex, like
embarrassing.
virgin on virgin sex, is
Embarrassing.
just bad. Like, no one's good at it, and you don't know to put a towel down, and then you gotta deal with all the hymen shit.
I
and
just
you're
changed
like-
my sheets. I don't know. I don't put
Yeah.
no towel down.
Never been.
Well, I mean, you didn't know the biology of it.
I
So
don't
like,
know. Yeah, I didn't know.
You're like,
anything
fuck.
about
Why are
it.
you bleeding?
never been with a virgin.
Yeah.
Never happened that way for me.
Yeah, I didn't fuck virgin either, actually. But it was still horrible. It was
Yeah.
just sloppy and.
No one's good at sex.
I missed the hole. I couldn't find it. Like I was like trying so hard, like so hard.
So you
Rubbed
stuck
my
it in
dick.
their butthole?
Like, oh, she kept saying I was almost sticking it in her asshole. Not the ass, not the ass. But I don't know. I didn't
You're like,
stick
well,
it in there.
fuck.
I'm like, that's the hole I'm finding. I don't know. She's like bent over, and I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Man.
ain't like that
If it's-
anymore. It was
It's not
the
like
first
the
time, you know.
pornos.
If it's that,
Yeah, right?
If it's that easy to accidentally slip it in to their asshole, then someone's been there before, and they're just waiting for you to like, pull their hair or something and do it anyway.
Yeah, either way, was a virgin. I didn't know anything to do. I'm all like, thank you.
You
Thank you for
just you touching it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like
You
really,
were
this
gonna
is
do
this is
Awesome.
really thank you.
So.
Well, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing and
No, it
you're
was
with a
great.
chick,
Yeah.
and
I mean, I remember it
and you
so
want to know
clearly,
if
like, it
she's
was, like,
into it without asking her.
2 weeks ago. I mean, it was 2 weeks ago, but
Just slip a thumb in there. That's all you got.
Well, as you're doing her, have her be on top, and as you're doing her, just start tickling it a little bit. If it opens up, it's good to go. If
You
it
ever
tightens
seen,
up and they get mad, it's no go.
You know, like the biggest leading cause of broken dicks is letting the girl be on top.
For anal,
For just sex.
just sex in general.
and breaking your dick.
I believe it,
Yeah, dude. Like,
especially inexperienced women that are
yeah,
just like,
I've seen.
oh,
no,
it's
dude.
all about
I've seen
me.
this fucking. I've seen this Reddit, dude. This fucking Reddit where it is I forget, it's some porn, but like this chick's on top and she goes up, comes down. Dude's dick is like, like that, dude. And fucking yeah, dude. No, dude. That's not even the worst one I fucking heard. There's this dude. There's this dude who was an MMA fighter who was fucking his girlfriend in Thailand, and fucking she fractured his dick in half. And the pictures on Reddit, like they didn't show the pictures of his dick, but the pictures of the hotel room it's like a fucking monster movie. Like it was fucking terrible.
oh god.
And Dennis Rodman broke his dick 3 times in his life.
Wow.
In his life. Like how the fuck does that happen to you 3 fucking times? You think you'd start being careful after the first one, like fuck. I'm not letting anyone on top. It's forever doggy.
well,
But yeah.
I just missionary. That's it. Nothing but missionary.
I'm lazy.
I'm like, and I just pull my penis through the hole. I'm like, don't even get naked. Just
see, but
Too much time.
just,
That's why they make the hole.
that doesn't make sense. That's why I let my wife go on top, is because I'm being lazy. It's like, oh, I've been at it for like 3.5 minutes. I'm tired.
You
your
want,
turn.
you want this to keep going, then
I'm good. This
I need
guy,
to lay down.
little me's good to go for another 1.5 minutes. You're gonna bring her home, all right?
Your dildo is on the nightstand.
No, but
yeah, broken dicks are a serious thing, I guess.
well, yeah, it's a very serious thing. I just don't know how it happens.
mean, it's
you need to be more careful with your dick, guys.
yeah, very much.
If that's happening to you, especially Dennis Rodman, if you're hearing this
mostly
right
Dennis
now,
Rodman. Mostly
be
Dennis
careful,
Rodman.
man.
Yeah.
4th time it like shrivels up and dies, I heard.
There's no fixing it.
Just
It's
snaps
broken.
off like a gecko's tail.
And you
go
don't
back.
grow another one.
Don't
don't
go
go
back,
back.
though.
You just have a nub.
Isn't that creepy? I had a lizard and its fucking tail grew back after I ripped it off on accident.
Apparently squirrels can do this too.
Squirrels?
Yeah, I heard this the other day from his lady.
Oh, that makes me want to be a creepy squirrel collector.
I don't know. She might have been pulling your leg.
I know, she is a person who thought jackalopes were real
Yeah,
until
she
the other
really
day.
thought jackalopes
Yeah.
were real. No, she
the
did.
horned bunnies.
The
bunnies.
horned bunnies. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I saw one. They're not
Okay.
real.
Government makes them. Government.
Sasquatch is just my crazy Uncle Beelo. Family hasn't seen him in years.
I feel like Sasquatches are alternate dimensional beings, and the
We
reason
talked
we
about
get
this.
the reason we get shitty pictures of them is because they're always phasing back to Bigfoot land, and that's why they're blurry.
I think Bigfoot is a real.
Big feet?
I think if it is real, big feet. Yes.
Is it big feet?
Well, that's
Or are
the
they
thing
like
together.
moose?
It's Bigfoot. It's together.
Well, as a whole, I think we're talking about their existence.
Their
Foot
existence,
is
okay.
one. Two foots is feet. So I'm with Chris on this
they're
one.
big feet.
Okay, well if that's how it is, if there was a family with the last name Geese or Goose, would they all together be the Gooses or would they be the Geese?
Yeah.
Like Mr. Goose, Mrs.
Goose
Goose,
guy.
but it's the Gooses? Because that just sounds wrong. So would they not be the Geese?
You
when
would just
they're
have to
together?
talk old school style, like this is the honorable house of Goose.
I don't like our fucking neighbor. He's fucking weird. Every time we see him, it's like this Game of Thrones.
It's the Geese. It's Gooses.
The House of Geese.
The Gooses.
I got I got a negative review for Game of Thrones, right?
Really? I've never seen an episode. So
Really?
Never.
I've seen a few.
It's a great fucking show, but let me tell you something. The main blonde chick that is Daenerys Targaryen or whatever, she has a contract where she doesn't have to show her tits anymore.
Like, that's bullshit.
You spoiled little bitch.
She did it twice. I don't know how many times did they do it in the thing. I assume it's always.
In
like,
the first season, it was like,
they're like, boobs
once or
have to
twice you
happen.
got to see the titties. Maybe 3 times.
I heard all that show is just dragons and boobs.
Yeah.
Isn't that all
Yeah,
it is?
yeah.
I'm like, it's cool.
That's why I'm like,
Actually,
cool.
you know, me and my wife are
I
really
personally,
into it.
I would have made her sign the contract. She has to be full penetration on camera. Full penetration.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's why you don't run Hollywood cameras.
Ah.
Yeah, this is like
'Cause
Stars
they
or
know-
HBO
know
or
it
some
would be
shit.
in
So.
things.
I know.
Yeah, all they do is softcore, so they would do fake penetration. Damn.
Yeah.
Full penetration.
I think actors are weird
Yeah. Why?
when they do like sex scenes and stuff and they don't actually do it and they're like making out with the person that, you know, and they're married or they got kids, you know.
It's art, Carl.
It's,
Yeah.
it's art, but I don't get it. I just think they're weird. I think something is different between them and me to where they can do that well. And kudos to them. They definitely are artists. Don't get me wrong.
It's for a movie. It doesn't mean shit. That's probably what their rationale
They get paid.
is.
Money makes
Yeah.
people do a lot of
They're
things.
being paid.
Yeah,
exorbitant.
but-
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I can't do it. And then someone's like, but you
They're
get
like, yeah.
$14 million this year. You're like, whoa.
Wow.
Fuck.
Then I'll be practicing all day every day.
But they probably do. That's rehearse.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so how do you become an actor?
That's it.
For 14 million.
Well, you gotta
In a year,
You
I'll-
gotta get really good at pretending, and then you gotta move to California, which
Yeah.
is like shit.
I couldn't be an
Just-
actor.
yeah.
I suck. I'd be like, I don't even like looking at this camera. I'm like,
Eh.
so
Like,
guys.
Yeah, but how do you get an easy acting job like I don't know,
Bill
Buck-
Murray.
Yeah, or
Like, how do you become Bill Murray, where you're just like, hey, I'm just this dude.
I'm me. What's up? Fuck you. Right? I don't know.
In every movie, you're just that same dude. Like, what the fuck?
We're just born in the wrong things and
Yeah.
stuff, I guess.
or how do you become like Casper Van Dien to where you it doesn't matter if you act good. You just
Yeah,
you're the
in
guy from
Starship
Starship
Troopers.
Troopers.
So
Yeah.
fucking good. You're famous forever. Cut to a clip.
Find the one good movie no one thinks is gonna be good. Ends up being amazing.
Right. You know they're supposed to be rebooting that. Like they're gonna be redoing it.
No.
The last
Blah,
two
blah,
are
blah,
fucking
blah.
horrible.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
those-
yeah,
those
yeah, yeah,
straight
yeah.
to DVD ones were garbage.
I mean, the third one had fucking giant robots, and that was very cool. But the ending was all weird with like this religious. Oh,
Shit, I gotta let those dogs.
fucking dogs!
What the dog's in? It's nice.
Here, Cameron, take his hit. This is the intermission of Chronversations. The host, Chris Coda, is missing.
Right? I feel like we should have a pause time and take a real intermission when we're not
Huh?
filmed.
The dogs are just gonna, they're fine. They're just
Okay.
gonna ruin the podcast anyways, I'm telling you. There's a never-ending war against these dogs.
Yeah.
Or at least Peanut and the fucking podcast. He just howls. It's like having Ric Flair in your house, like, all the time.
Woo!
Yeah, literally. That's all you fucking hear.
Oh man, wrestling is so gay. I'm sorry for people that like wrestling, but
I hate you now.
Yeah, I hate you now too.
Wrestling's the coolest shit ever invented.
no.
It's
no.
the most entertaining thing I've seen. Like, I remember, like, old school wrestling shit is so hilarious to me. Like, I just think, like, I just want to walk up to somebody in public and just start talking to him like the Macho Man. Like, go, like, you're ordering a cheeseburger. Just like, here's what I'm
You know
gonna
what's
do.
gay? People consider riding a bike a sport.
Yeah.
That's gay.
When, like, a wrestler could beat the fuck out of a guy who rides a bike.
I would think wrestling was really fucking cool if they fought like that for real.
Well, they're still doing crazy shit. It's just they're not punching each other. It's like it's like watching a fucking TV show, like fucking The Flash or
Yeah, but
an
I'm.
anime. It's like DBZ.
Yeah, it's just a
I-
TV show. It's,
I don't like it. it especially loses its appeal for me when
It's just
people are like slapping at each other,
Yeah.
not even making contact, and
Especially when they have people like Brock Lesnar, who's like a legit like fucking human who could destroy most people with his fists.
I assume some of those
It
guys
does.
can.
But then, guarantee you all of them can. Like, you see how fucking they're built. They're athletes. They can jump off of things and do flips and be all right and do all kinds of crazy shit. Like, granted, they don't fight, but they're
Let's
athletes.
just kidnap wrestlers and throw them in a dungeon with spears and swords.
Fight for
Tell-
real.
Tell them the one that
but it
lives
better
gets
not
to
look
leave.
like UFC. We're trying to make a new market here.
Yeah.
And we'll videotape
Like
it.
the fight pit from Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, and then we just release it online from an
I want
unknown
you to pick up a
location.
guy by his neck with both your hands and actually slam him down and then poke his eyeballs out. Now we're talking about gladiators. They weren't
Yeah.
emperors.
Yeah.
I would be okay with that. Like, in today's society, if we did, like, gladiatorial shit, I would
I'd
go
sign
see
up.
it. I might sign up. I'd go see
I
it.
feel like it'd be a
I
really
would,
death.
I would go see it, and I might even sign up to do it if I wasn't a slave.
Well, it's
No,
modern day.
I don't. Yeah, it's modern day.
You
No
would
one's
be
gonna be a
it'd be
slave.
like the NFL.
We don't have slaves. Yeah, no, it's not. We're not gonna go somewhere and be like, "Ha,
Yeah.
you have to fight." No, exactly. Like the
Like
NFL.
UFC.
Well, like, just so happens, you killed a guy. But
Like, you impaled him with a trident.
we're overpopulated. Whatever. Dude should have dodged.
Either that, or we should, like, bring back duels.
Yeah, bring back duels.
I'd be down for, like, bringing back duels.
Although then sometimes it would suck. Because I'd
Yes.
probably get dueled all the time because I talk shit and then someone's
Yeah.
gonna slap me.
Give me a cigarette, Cameron.
Right.
I got 2 packs in the car. I'll get it.
I'm gonna
Maybe some.
duel you.
Bust out your Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
You got Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Yeah, right.
Time to duel.
I'll be down with that too. No, I got
I don't even know what they do.
got a box load
That was
of,
pretty close.
Good guess.
That looked like something would happen in
It was-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
It was probably.
You were
like
flicking your
subliminal
cards
memory.
out. You were just sending out your cards, I guess.
Yeah.
So my track card, bitch.
Oh, the shit in the 90s that they used to make kids spend money on, or their
Oh.
parents' money.
You mean everything?
Everything.
Yeah, everything. Hey, Pokemon's still going
That's
on.
why they got rid of Saturday morning cartoons. You know that? Because all the cartoons were essentially just like toy commercials.
Really?
Yeah, and like there's all these laws against advertising to kids now. So like that's why you don't get Saturday morning cartoons anymore. And like they kind of dwindled when we.
See,
were
they have to
getting
make
older.
laws for that. What happened
Yeah.
to the parents that
At least
just
on
say
like
no?
at least on like regular TV, like it's fine on cable, but regular TV, it's you can't have that kind of shit. It's got to be educational.
Still, whatever
Fucking
happened to the
stupid.
parents that just say no? No, you can't have it. I don't care if it's on TV.
Well, every single thing that people make nowadays, it's creative. Like, just branches across multiple medias, you know. You gotta have a show, and then all of a sudden it's a movie, and you got toys,
Comic books,
collective cards, you know.
Funko Pops.
Pops, yeah.
Fucking hate those things.
You know, have you been over to Farva's house?
I have. and
He's
I-
got a fucking lot of them.
I know he's tried to talk me into buying some. I'm like,
Buying what?
those like those misshapen like toys of like popular things, with like the big heads and the dead eyes.
Oh,
that they sell
yeah,
for,
like
yeah.
Star Wars,
Yeah,
Walking
okay.
Dead.
Okay, I got
fucking-
you. I got you. No, we have a few. My little 5-year-old
Yeah,
likes
so-
it. So.
But like as an adult person who like collects random nerdy shit.
I have a Goku
I'm like,
one
eh.
just because I thought it was cool. I
Yeah.
mean, she was getting some. I was like, I'm gonna get a Goku.
Like, and Farva asks for like I don't know, some of them are expensive, like the cool ones, because he's like they're rare now, and I'm like fuck that. I'd rather spend $80 on like a rad figure from the fucking comic book store or the fucking anime shop than fucking buy a little shitty Funko Pop that doesn't look cool or do anything. Because I think I spent like on the Gundam I built, I think I spent like $60 on it.
Yeah, that's cool though.
That shit's cool. I'd rather do that than get a Funko Pop. And you get like all the fun of building it as well. I don't know. It's cool shit you can buy. I don't even really get action figures though, unless it's like I don't know. I got rid of all my action figures.
I try not to collect things anymore.
Yeah.
Because I learned early on in my life that I have an unhealthy obsession with collecting things, and if I start, I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
No, I started.
You're a
collecting.
fucking hoarder.
Yeah, right.
You're like
Yes.
You're like I need everything.
I need it
Yeah,
all.
when I was a fucking kid, I was one of the first kids on the block to get all 150 Pokemons. You know, the cards.
Yeah. I never
Yeah.
had 150.
And then later they were like, here's a shit ton more.
Now it's
fucker.
like 6 million.
I already got out of it before they started doing that weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember I
luckily.
sold my big like booklet of cards for like like $100 and something bucks.
But yeah, in my junior...
And it was mostly like 2 of these cards I had because I like a holographic Charizard and like some other shit. That's what I got the most for.
I had the coolest card ever.
That's how those fuckers got me. My very first Pokemon
Professor
pack.
Oak Trainer.
My very first Pokemon card pack, I got a fucking the fucking Charizard holographic.
Your very
I was
first?
fucking hooked.
You're like, damn, this is the rarest card.
Very first one I bought.
Did you know how to play Pokemon? Did you know how to play the card game?
Not until I almost had the complete
My sister's
collection.
fiance does that shit. He legitly goes to competitions. He gave Aurora this huge box full of Pokemon cards because he can't use them in the competition because they have like a little tiny bend, and random shit like that. And it's like, dude, I'm telling you, it's like so many, all the legendary Pokemon I can think of, and there's like 8 of them, and this box, like a big ass box full.
I was always into the Game Boy games than anything.
Yeah, Game Boy games.
Like it was like Game Boy games, and then the show, and then I
keep forgetting to play it.
For the Pokemon Game Boy games were legit.
Yeah, they're the coolest thing.
If you were on a road trip as a little kid,
killed with your shitty green fucking calculator screen Game Boy playing fucking Pokemon Red.
Yeah, you had to make sure that you were in the dark, you were leaning over.
You had to be in like just enough light, but not too much light.
Yeah, but you couldn't be in direct sunlight.
And you had to buy that, and if you wanted to play at night, you had to buy that big ass like strap on like magnifying glass with the fucking lights on that took like 6 fucking AA batteries.
Yeah.
And you had to bolt it onto the back of your fucking Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it rough back in the day when it came to that shit. But that shit killed so many car rides, man. And then when you got older, you realized, like, the Pokemon games just run the same formula every time.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm fine with that.
It's completely okay. That's like a collector's game that doesn't do damage in your real life. You don't spend your rent money on it.
Right.
You can just get the electric Pokemon once you have the game and the Game Boy.
Yeah.
And that's completely fine. I love it.
Right.
I don't understand why people... See, I was in Minnesota when a lot of popular culture things happened. Like Pokemon Go and all the hate that was around it. I was like, damn you people! Quit hating on those Pokemon people. Let them Pokemon people Pokemon, And,
I hated the game, like, because I played it. It just wasn't...
good enough.
It didn't play right. That's what I didn't like, because you couldn't train your Pokemon through battles. There weren't really battles.
Yeah.
It was just lame.
So, I thought it was gonna be the Game Boy game.
Pay to play kind of shit.
I thought it was gonna be the Game Boy.
I mostly did it to hang out with like these fuckers because everybody else was going and doing that.
I mean,
shit.
I was doing it for a solid week and a half.
And they're like going to the bar and shit, and I'm like, well, I'll go drink beers.
Yeah, exactly.
And hang out with all my.
And I'm like, cool. I caught this
doing
while I'm
that
sitting here drinking some beer, so I liked it,
Yeah.
But then, I don't know, it just got gay, and I got banned.
Yeah, well, that's because you were cheating.
Yeah, no. Damn, John.
Right. Shouldn't have told me about it.
Yeah, I know.
I like exploits in games.
Yeah, I do. I love them.
I do too, man. Like Skyrim, like all the shit like you figured out, and then and all the other stuff I figured out and like learned off the internet. I just love doing that shit. Like I'll play in front of Richard, and he's like, "You're fucking cheating."
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not. I'm just hitting this guy who's unkillable and won't attack me ever until I'm got all my one-handed up to level 100. It's just the start of the game.
Yeah. It's not cheating. I'm just a badass.
Yeah, I'm just apparently a super badass.
Especially when I
got caught.
I know how to cheat every magic.
Right.
There's a way to cheat every magic.
There's a way to cheat everything. Just about, man. Except for they took out the fucking Speechcraft one.
Yeah.
But even then, you do fine just selling shit.
Yeah. And who cares about 100% speech, really?
When you can just murder a whole town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you get like those badass spells. I like going to a town and make
level spells.
everyone crazy, so the whole town murders itself.
Yeah. Games like that just really revolutionize what we should expect from games.
And it kind of fucks them up because now like every game's got to be a free roam kind of choose your own adventure.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
We used to have fun
like Ghost
with
Recon is a fucking free roam choose your own adventure fucking bullshit kind of game when they used to be tactical military shooters. And
right.
And now it's just like a
and it didn't just
Auto.
fuck it up like that. It fucked it up on the level of enjoyment too, because now that's what we expect too. It's
But
like now when you get a mission based
free roam, like for example, like a fighting game.
But that's Tekken's.
Yeah, Tekken's amazing.
Tekken is amazing, but
You can't stop it.
Waiting for the new one.
Yeah.
But there should be a lot more done to make sure that repetitive things that happen all the time in the game don't happen the same, and all you have to do is add more
You
variables.
mean you don't want to get beat up by good combos in a fighting game all the time?
No, it's fine. It's
Have
just,
you played any of the UFCs?
No, I haven't.
Well, then you got an Xbox One. You can go pick up the new one. It's pretty good.
The UFC what?
Just UFC 2.
Okay.
Anything, yeah. The
Yeah.
UFCs are pretty
It's
fun,
the newest
actually.
one. I don't think they came out with one recently for Xbox or
pretty fun,
PlayStation
though.
except for that one. Yeah, it's fun. It's still not as good as the undisputed. What was it? The 13 or something or 3 for like the PlayStation 3, the one we used to play back in the day.
Yeah.
Like that one was dope. When we made Super
like,
Lincoln,
Yep, Super
Yeah.
Lincoln. I made Super Lincoln in UFC.
and he would like. We made him so badass, like he could kick people in the body and knock them out.
Yeah.
Right.
And he would just murder people because he was like Hulk Lincoln.
Yeah. And I mean, good games are always going to be good games, you know, even if you go back to them 10 years later.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that they have the...
For sure.
I've played.
But if
all
they're going to
games.
be charging us 70, 80 fucking bucks nowadays, then they better have some innovative ass shit in these new games.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
just want
that's-
them to have a finished fucking game because you're paying money and shit.
And
you're
then you have to
pre-ordering
pay
game.
another fucking
Yeah.
And then
60
there's a
bucks by the
DLC,
time
like,
it's
not
done.
even a
There's
month
not-
after it
it's
comes
not even
out.
just like one. It's like 4 all
Yeah.
together. It's like, and you pay $60 all over.
Either
again
that, or
something.
you comes out and they have to patch it because something's fucking fucked up.
Yeah.
Or it's something to do with patches, and like they give you like a half finished game, and then they're like, oh, we'll patch this broken part in a few days. Like with fucking Fallout, how that one area.
Yeah, you
on
couldn't go to
everyone's
that one
game
area.
They couldn't go anywhere,
Finally fixed it,
and it took
I
them forever
think
to fucking fix it.
I was done playing it by the time they fixed
Right.
it. Like I was on to other things, greener pastures.
Right.
Although I wouldn't mind going back to that now.
Just like
Getting all
Final
that.
Fantasy 15 had to do fucking updates and shit.
I'm
and
glad I
patches
waited a
to
little
like
bit on
fix
that. I
that
still
one.
haven't gotten too far. I'm still
Neither have I. I just haven't played it because they're gonna do patches and stuff. And even then, some of the patches were shit that should have
Tony
been
says
in the
it's
game.
pretty awesome though. There's like so many dungeons. Like
Yeah.
once you get to level 99, it opens up a whole different game. Like and there's all these different things you can do. Like
For
these
sure.
endless dungeons.
I just don't like how I don't have 2 parties that I can choose from.
It's just the 4.
I know
guys.
it's just that fucking
That's different,
Japanese
yeah.
boy band that you're in.
Yeah.
And
Taking pictures.
yeah. Such a weird fucking game.
It is.
And there's so many advertisements in there. Like, it's fucking weird.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Don't
I
you
haven't
notice all
gotten
the
that far.
Coleman camping shit? And all the cup of noodle shit? And all the, like, real world stuff that's, like,
I thought they were
blatantly
doing-
advertised?
Oh, I don't know. Huh.
Nah, dude, that's fucking advertising. That's like movies when you see a guy, like, blatantly drinking a fucking Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of shit.
Money always exchanges hands
Yeah,
when that
man.
happens, too.
Yeah, straight up. People make money off that shit.
I just hope they do right with Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's all I want. I don't care about anything
I
else.
don't care anymore about it.
You know, like I gave up.
I gave up and lost all my hope. Especially after they're like, we're doing it on 6 discs that you're gonna have to buy.
If you're gonna,
What?
if you're
I'm
gonna
pretty sure
continue,
they're
It's the
doing it-
future. It should all be on one thing. It used to be
I'm-
on 3
I'm
discs.
not
Why?
I'm
No.
gonna say I'm
No.
solid on that. I
No.
think they're splitting it up.
No.
I'll Goog it right now.
No.
I think they should just go back to retro.
Then
Final
just wait
Fantasy.
till it's all the way out and then buy the whole. I'm sure you can just buy the whole. But it better not be $60 each one, unless it's just like absolutely amazing. Like they put 1,000 times more into this. Like, I don't know. Because Final Fantasy VII itself has like 1.5 million things to fucking do.
Also, not. I'd also have a very unpopular opinion on Final Fantasy.
I
It's
know.
just-
You tend to have an
Yeah,
unpopular
I was about to say,
opinion
yeah.
Almost everything.
Yeah, that's kind of your thing.
I
You
don't-
even play a lot of like RPGs like that. anyways?
I played some.
It's
of the
not
older
World of
retro
Tanks or
Final-
whatever the hell
Yeah.
you play, you know.
Blazing Angels.
Yeah.
I'm playing XCOM 2, man. I like turn-based strategy. Final Fantasy's done for me. I played that when I was a kid. And the new ones are, I don't know, it's every time it's hit and miss. It really depends on the story that they decide to go with.
Yeah.
You know, Final Fantasy is like that. It's different every time, so
That's why I just want 7 with good graphics.
you
The
know,
story was amazing. I'd replay.
I don't know. A lot of my games I like to be a little bit more serious. Like I tend to like war games and
Yeah,
Right.
dude. It says it's gonna be a multi-part.
How do you get
format.
more serious than a meteorite about the crash in the
The
world?
multi-part format because of an evil corporation using the Earth's
How do
life
you
force
get
as a
more
giant
serious than all of that, huh?
All right, I'm gonna get a Final Fantasy game. I'm gonna try it out because it's been many years.
Wait for
Get an
this. Get an emulator.
Get an emulator and play 7.
7.
Like you'll have to live with the horrible block monster graphics, but still the story's really
Great.
cool.
The story's on point. There's a million things to do.
And
A
it's still
million
fun.
hidden things
Yeah.
before they even tell you about hidden things. Side quests all over. It's like it's a game that can compete with games nowadays. Just horrible graphics.
You could just race
The map's
chocobos.
huge.
You could just race chocobos.
you can race chocobos, and if you breed them right, you can get a golden one that runs all around the world and stuff. And then you can go to these hidden spots, get the best summon in the game, all sorts of things, and like do races at the place. You can race
Make money and
chocobos
shit.
and like a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah, I mean, graphics do not make a good game.
So-
The game.
Makes a good
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That game back then can compete with games nowadays. People are slacking.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, it's just gotta look nice, you know, and then they kind of go off of that, as opposed
Which,
to where, like,
to be honest, this new Zelda's almost there too. With there's normally way more like, I don't know, way more like elaborate dungeons. I guess this dungeon was like 5 rooms.
yeah.
So
So you haven't seen too many crazy ass dungeons.
I
yet?
just did one dungeon so far. So. And the shrines themselves, they're just, I mean, if you add all the shrines up plus the dungeons, there's more in that one, but the shrines are still real quick. It's not that like you'll be walking
It's
around
not like
this
a
place for
Diablo
an hour.
dungeon.
Yeah, it's not like Diablo dungeons are forever. That's,
Well, no, I mean the dungeons in the levels.
yeah, but it's not like, how dungeons used to be in the prior Zeldas, where it's
Right.
like
Where it's like
a
a
whole,
bunch
you
of
need a
rooms.
map for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you needed a map for this place too, and it was kind of cool. And you're running around an elephant, how to control its trunk and like
Oh, that's
adjust it in different spots. I did not have a horrible time playing it. It was just small. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Very fun to play. It was
Simplified compared to.
simplified compared to how
I mean, you remember the water temple from Majora's Mask?
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah, that
remembers
one
every
was
water temple.
freaking every water temple.
They're
Remember
so
the
fucking
water
hard.
temple from Ocarina of Time?
They're all
Remember the
fucking
water
fucked up.
temple and the ice temple and A Link to the Past? The
Yeah.
ice temple was the worst.
Right?
They
Hated
used
that thing.
back, in like 64 days, we didn't have the greatest graphics, but they used to challenge us with games.
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah. they
even
did.
simple games like Conker's Bad Fur Day took a few days to beat.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. In this Zelda, it seems to be like, even I fought this boss and I thought it was gonna be super hard, but I just threw out some bomb arrows and I whipped his ass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he just wasn't as hard as I was expecting him. Don't get me wrong, I ran into a couple of bosses that just whipped my ass. There's this giant stone thing I don't know what to do with.
You had a pokey or something.
This is nice.
So,
Oh,
but
knife.
There's a pokey, like a legit pokey somewhere.
You think that they're ever gonna make a game that's named after Link? One day they're gonna hook him up with a plug.
Maybe.
It's like this one
Well, he
is
got Link to the Past.
yeah, he got A Link to the Past. It's named Zelda, but
Right.
it's A Link to the Past,
Yeah.
So they say his name,
Right.
but
I'm just saying, she's a princess. He's doing all the work. It should be Adventures with Link or something.
He's going on all the adventures. He's the main legend part. Like, it's never like, oh, the princess and shit. It's like this.
no, it is the
dude's
princess.
happening.
She's part of the Triforce. It's Ganon,
Oh, yeah.
the princess, and Link. Those three are forever in like
Well,
parallel.
why isn't it the legend of those three fuckers?
Or why isn't
Because they
she-
just do it with one, the bitch, the reason. Ganon wants to kill her, Link wants to save her. They get all together and the Triforce happens and they steal parts. Ganon gets it for a little bit, makes everything horrible. Zelda's in prison or somehow saving herself with a crystal or... and then Link's like, God damn it, I gotta do this shit again. I can never just live a life. I wonder, see, they always say Link's reborn, but does Link ever get a break? Like, is there ever, like, in the
Like, is there a
times
Link
from
who
when...
doesn't have to
Yeah,
stop
is
a
there a
fucking
Link,
giant
like, in
monster?
between the two Links? Then that could be the Link game, Because he doesn't have to stop the giant
Just
monster.
hanging out.
It's just everything Link is capable of and just a regular, non-threatened Hyrule. Adventure of Link.
Well, that brings me to my next point. The guy
There'd still
never
be
gets to
bad
grow
guys.
up
There's
and
always
enjoy
bad
himself.
guys. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Does he have a middle life where he's like
Yeah,
gets to enjoy himself?
40-year-old
They never
Link?
explain
Where's
it. I
that
don't know.
adventure?
Where's
He's always getting sent to the past, to the future, getting frozen.
Yeah, some of them
sleep
he
forever.
dies after, or exactly. He doesn't
Sent
get to
up-
have a manhood, childhood. You know, it's like, oh no, you gotta go back in the past, fight this guy, then go in the future, fight him again.
Save
you
the
know.
goddamn
Dude,
world
this
like
is
what,
garbage.
15
Huh?
times now?
Yeah,
Link would
Doesn't
be
have a
garbage.
girlfriend.
Wasn't
yeah.
he just-
Zelda never puts out. I guarantee Zelda. She's always like, oh, come get
He's
me.
gonna
you know.
die. She knows he's just gonna die.
Yeah, right.
Or he's
Or
gonna
he's
turn
gonna-
into a 5-year-old or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
She's not
magical
gonna have to
stone
worry
or
about it.
something. A magical
Like he's a
wizard's gonna turn
5-year-old
him.
mentality. They like breed Link up to 5 years old. This poor guy, poor
You
Link.
And I'm never sure if he's an elf or a
In your
human.
new Zelda game, are you still hitting pots for rubies?
Oh yes, there's rubies and pots and chopping
And
down
plants.
grass. Only it
Yep,
looks beautiful.
He's still 5.
He's
I'm breaking shit, money. Breaking shit. I always thought that was funny.
no, but he makes money the real way too. You go raid some things, get
The
all
real
their
way.
parts, and
You'll fuck up some goblins.
yeah, fuck up
Like a
a
man.
fucking like whole horde of goblins, and then you know you take all their parts, run and sell them for a couple rubies. Get rich, grind.
Right.
I have like almost all the badass armors because I'm just grinding.
That's what I like about RPGs.
I have so many arrows because they don't really have a limit yet. I'm like,
Yeah, one day though they're gonna patch it. Like you can only have 15.
I'm like, no, I'm rolling. I'm like 57 bomb arrows.
That's all I use now. Everything's dead real quick.
I'm running around in knight armor. I'm not even trying to save Zelda right now. I'm like, that bitch can wait.
It's like Skyrim. Like you can just waste
Yeah,
all of
'cause
eternity.
that's one
and
thing I
not
do
go
like
do
about this
Dragonborn
one
shit.
is like, yeah, exactly. You
That's
can
what
just,
I like about Skyrim so much.
yeah, there's some. I don't even do the first mission like at
Mhm.
all.
I
There's
don't even
never
walk towards
dragons.
it. I just
If
walk
you don't
off.
do it at all, you play the whole game without dragons.
Yeah.
One
Till
of
the
my
very end.
one of my funnest
Which is nice.
playthroughs of Skyrim that I ever
Except for
played.
the occasional like bone dragon or whatever side quest dragon.
Mm.
That's the only time. But other than that, you get the one dragon they show in the beginning and then never, which is kind of nice because especially if you get far into the story, you're gonna attack by 3 dragons at
At the
once.
same time, like
Just-
ice and fire and like elder dragons and shit, and you're like, fuck.
Granted, you play it right, and those dragons are just fucked.
Right.
You summon your dragon, it distracts 2 of them, and you just get on the magic or arrows, whatever one you choose, because you need a melee, or not a melee, I mean a ranged
Yeah.
magic or arrow. Pick one.
Yeah. One of the funnest playthroughs I ever did of Skyrim. I tried to live a peaceful life. Where I just sold like furs and tried to learn stuff and do alchemy to turn shit to gold and you know.
You're like, I'm gonna talk my way through this game.
You know, and I sold the stuff that people that tried to kill me and I couldn't get away from it. You know, if they tried me, I had to protect myself. But for the most part, I was just like led a peaceful life.
It's fun to try that in
Selling
in,
to this
Fallout.
barbarian lady.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's fun to do that in Fallout because you can legit make a guy who can like talk his way through the whole game and not really kill anybody.
Yeah, they did it right with Fallout.
The bastard.
And you can even build a
sociopath.
town,
Pretty
and
much.
like if you build enough in the town, there's a video of a guy who never leaves the town, not even for supplies. He just breaks everything down. He finds it, slowly starts making stuff until like it gets big enough, and then raiders come and try to raid it,
I
and he
gotta
gets
tell
more
ya,
stuff,
from-
and then like yeah.
From what
it's-
I've seen on Let's Plays, Fallout 4 is my next game to purchase.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
that's definitely a good one. If you haven't played it, get Fallout
Not yet.
4, especially because they fixed all their fucking bullshit.
I'm on Star Wars Battlefront. Right now.
I'll tell you
I'm
this
having a
much
lot of fun
though.
with that.
I'll tell you
Fuck
this
that.
much.
That was
too.
a game where you
Put
had to
level
buy
up
the
when-
game after you bought the
When
game.
you get Fallout, put level up points into
Yeah,
the
kinda.
power suit. It's worth it because the power suit's a whole new deal, and it's badass if you level it all the way up. Like, you're perfect with the power suit.
Okay.
You can pretty much roll with it the whole game. Never have to take your power suit off.
Yeah.
Versus just use it in emergencies because the power core runs out, and then when it's out, you're out of gas.
Yeah, the Let's Play that I saw on YouTube of it, like this dude was getting the final power suit.
And if you buy the disc, you can probably like put it in without the update. Like turn it off from the internet. Don't let it update at all, and just play the actual disc version, and then like do some cheating like Chris, because Chris refused to
Yeah,
update it
okay.
for a while. So
I
it wasn't
refused
really
to-
that
I
passionate.
refused to update it until I bought the add-on.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing. So I
You-
was like,
well,
I'll
you-
cheat until then.
You should be able to
No, which makes
decide
sense.
if you want to update a game.
Do
Don't
you
think?
Yeah.
And have it still like work.
Some games don't even allow you to.
But now you can
no.
play with mods, so it doesn't matter. At least with Fallout.
Yeah.
So you can do all that shit.
But how do you mod on console?
It's weird.
Yeah, I mean,
you sign up with Bethesda and then you like download mods from there.
Because
But
Battlefield...
you can only download a certain amount of mods, which is dumb.
Well, you probably have to delete one to get one.
Yeah.
Because when I bought my Xbox One, it came with Battlefield 1. So I figured, okay, I'll try it. And it was a pretty fun game. But I'm a person that's been good at FPSs my whole life.
Yeah, mine came with Battlefield 1 too.
And I was
really
getting
fun.
fucking slaughtered. And then all of a sudden
Really?
I started...
I was slaughtering. Oh man, I was actually pretty good at that game.
But listen, man, I started to realize that game is fucking ripe with fucking hackers, man. Just all throughout it. It's completely
damn, I didn't
infested.
know. It's new though, so.
There was a guy flying around like Superman shooting me, and when his bullets hit me, it was saying that a tank bullet hit me.
Oh wow.
So he was messing with the damage modifiers. He was flying around like Superman, gave himself 1,000,000 health.
So anyone shooting him is like.
Yeah. You know, he's flying around, flying through planes, and they blow up. You know, and it's a World War I game.
That'd be pretty fun. I bet that guy was having a fucking amazing time.
Yeah, right.
Fucking god.
He was using a fucking. He was using like something that looked like a fucking Tommy gun. I think it was a bar or something. But every time his bullets hit me, it said I was killed by a tank shell. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, and you know, I tried to report.
I bet
report.
that guy had a great time. That just sounds fun.
It was probably on a fake profile too,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't
But
matter if you reported.
You know, it's fun for that guy, but it's not very fun for the people that are playing against him.
yeah, for that particular game, I didn't
Yeah.
run into any of that my whole time playing it. It was just normal players. It's
What if you're running people who are just good, like people like Richard when he was playing?
I did discover though I liked
people.
attacking
You can
more
tell
than
the difference
defending.
between
I
a
didn't
person
like
that's
defending.
just
I liked
good.
attacking way more than defending. Like defending, we'd always get pushed back, and then like I don't know, you just lose. It sucked. But attacking, you can just like push them back. I don't know.
Right.
I found that game hard because like the World War I era guns, they got so much bullet drop.
Yeah.
It's not like the other Battlefield games.
Yeah, where you can
For
just
sure.
like. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Let's do some dabbies, Chris.
For sure.
right.
I just
Yeah,
picked up
I'm
that For Honor. And I think I'm going to buy the Season Pass, Cameron, because the Ninja, they're doing Ninja and Centurions as factions. They're not like add-ons to things. They're fucking separate factions.
Damn, Ninja and what Centurion?
Romans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. I want the Ninjas,
Spartan
though.
would have been
Romans
cooler.
would have shield walls and phalanxes.
Spartans would have done the same.
Yeah, Spartans would have been a better choice.
Man.
Yeah,
But then they're probably like Spartans will like kick all
Dude, they
the
got
asses.
samurai already?
Yeah.
Samurai
They got
one.
Knights, Samurais,
Knights, Samurai,
and Vikings.
and Vikings. And
I-
Vikings are.
Vikings
what,
are gnarly.
What I tell you,
I haven't
dude.
picked them yet. I've only fought them, and I had to turn it down so I could see
Dude,
where their
Vikings
attacks are
fucking
coming from.
Badass. Especially
'Cause,
that
yeah.
Raider, dude. You can rape people.
Which
with
one's
that.
the two?
Two-handed. Two-handed.
Oh, two-handed. Because the
Two-handed.
one dude with the two axes,
Berserker.
that was pissing me off because
Berserker. Yep.
I was playing
they're
on,
all attacks.
yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
like.
I had to figure out where their stances were
Yeah.
because so I had to turn down the difficulty.
You gotta be able to block a lot and
Yeah.
like, just get them off their guard, dude.
Yeah. Give them one of those like shovey things.
No, not them, because attacks are how you stop those shovey things. Shovey things are all for just the blockers, like the shield guy. Shove the shit out of shield guy. So
For sure.
when the people are attacking, instead of shovey things, you do like perfect dodges and stuff.
For sure.
You'll get it. Once you get those dodges, though, a lot of combos are unlocked with them. You can like
Oh,
do
yeah.
sidestep, like mega move things, like especially with one of the samurai guys.
Right.
He has the move where he like sidesteps and then like turns around and like think, like not through himself, but he just like stabs.
I'll have to
with,
show you
like,
the game, Carl. Once we
Yeah.
go.
And you can
Yeah,
even,
it's
dude, the
complicated.
samurai's pretty badass.
I haven't gotten to him
When
yet.
you
I'm
get to
still in
the
Knights.
last samurai dude, he has a back stance. Like if someone's
cruise.
coming at you, if you double back, he'll put the sword in. And sit
Oh,
there
nice,
like
he does that shit?
Yeah, and then they rush at you, and you're just like.
That's why I like
I'm like,
playing the
oh,
Neo
it's
game
so
because you can do
sick.
that. That's like a
It's
stance you get to
so
do.
Sick. Oh, I love it. Pay attention to the small things. Look at the combos because I ignored them at first.
Yeah.
And then I got my ass whooped online when I did finally go online. And then I played the computer hard and was getting my ass whooped. And then I started paying attention to the combos. And now I'm like, I'm par for with some of the best computers.
Is it satisfying when your sword meets its mark?
Let's pause this, Chris. And can we do that?
Yeah,
Well,
man.
look
I
at where we're
mean,
going on time. We could probably end it pretty soon.
but
It's 1 hour and 45 minutes.
we definitely talked a lot about games. We should get a little bit other stuff in there too. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
We talked about it. We talked about a lot.
Politics, science, physics.
Yeah, we talked about all of it pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are you guys to talk about? I said it's a good time to shut off. Bye, guys.
Hang on. Fucker, you don't end my podcast.
This is
me.
Chris's
Yeah.
Whoa. I was just having fun.
I don't know why I helped him just then.
Why'd
Sorry.
you help him?
Yeah,
I was
now I say we
encouraged.
both shut it off. Hold them.
Yeah, you'll never stop us both.
Damn it, no, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Because there's some shit happening. Don't turn it off, though.
No turning off.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I tried to leave you.
Yeah,
so
Cameron tried to turn it off earlier.
I'm going to leave you with cock stands.
Cock stands.
All because he wants to play this game.
Yeah,
It must be a good game.
It's a cool.
It's a pretty cool game.
It's pretty cool. I like it. If you haven't played it, it's definitely fun.
Yeah.
You just like murdering people with the axe. Hey, look, Carl's the one still on the ladder this time.
It's like Halloween colors. Here you
Neither
go,
of
sir.
them's mine.
Huh?
I said neither of them's mine, though.
Whatever, that's because
It wasn't
I
yours.
have yours, which is mine. You fuck.
I have to prepare my little baby lungs for this.
I know. I don't
Hey.
even know.
Oh,
I'm capable.
I wanted to mention this and just be like, really provocative. Like,
Yeah.
That's hot.
Syrian gas attack.
Syrian gas.
It was
Best
done,
punk band ever.
Yep, best punk band ever, and it was done by the rebels, I think. And it's just a big conspiracy.
Luke and Leia did this.
Luke and Leia did this. Darth Vader was.
Dude, I've been
the-
on this for a while. The rebels are the bad guys.
Yeah.
The rebels are the bad guys.
They blew up the Death Star, and
Whoa, don't touch
there
the
was
rebels.
lots of innocent people on the Death Star, but
Rebels are the bad guys.
But no children. Carl said there was children on there the other day. I was like, bullshit. You don't bring your children on a Navy vessel.
No, yeah. Children are on the Navy vessel, but still, tons of even civilians stalking.
Yeah.
Like these people have to eat. People run the kitchen. I bet you there was a McDonald's or whatever Star Wars version of McDonald's is. There was a McDonald's
It was a
was in that Death Star with some poor fucking sap.
Some dude who just wanted to make some cash. Like, I'll work on the spaceship.
Yeah, right. They're like, cool. The Empire's pretty rad. And they pay me well. It's a contract. I'm sending this money back home, feeding my family. Yeah, no. How much you want to bet they didn't have a death thing, especially for that many people? Family's screwed. They starved. It's just the aftermath. They hurt so many people trying to be like, oh, our religion's better than
Jedis,
yours.
bro.
Ooh.
We like lightsabers.
Yeah, right? Fuck yeah.
Although, to be entirely honest, like, that would get me to join them. They're like lightsabers. Like,
if you think about it,
fucking
it was the Sith that
But I'd still go
inspired
bad.
the whole war.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's still a Jedi and a sword. They're evil. They're all using the Force. I say fuck the Force.
Yeah. There's in the Force and religion based off of the Force.
Let's destroy the Force.
You're like the Han Solo type. Don't believe in it.
Fuck the Force.
Yeah. Just killed 17 stormtroopers with 3 shots and you're like, there is no force.
There is no God.
I'm just really good at shooting.
And if I was in the Star Wars universe, I would just get a regular gun. Because I feel like Jedis would be destroyed by a regular
Yeah, I feel like it would just go through because it's such a high velocity and just
it's-
magma in
it's
their
metal.
face.
Just
Molten
metal.
magma in their fucking eyeballs.
Yeah. And they're
They're
gonna
just
try
like,
and be cool.
"Oh!"
And they're just burning.
Or a
like, oh,
shotgun?
God.
What the hell are they gonna do with
Yeah.
a shotgun?
They
They
couldn't
don't
do shit.
What the
They
spin
don't do
thing?
shit. Send me to Star Wars universe with a fucking gun. I'll save whatever. Empire, whatever the fuck I feel like saving.
They're like, damn, yeah, watch out.
All
It's
the
magma.
Jedi. Just give me to fight Jedis.
I feel like the attempt to kill some Jedi in the beginning of episode 1, where they're like gas in the room that they're in,
That's probably the smartest way to do it.
it was a good attempt. I mean,
But
what?
who knew they got like
They
free
little-
diving?
little
Yeah, little
fucking
breathies.
mask things. That was cheating like this motherfucker.
Like they're Batman and shit. They're
Those
like,
poor aliens were like, fuck! It didn't work! That was a really good plan.
Right.
Being part of this fucking galactic center is garbage. We just want to trade shit. That's all they want to do, those frogmen.
But then, can I just say, fuck George Lucas? You know, why you gotta fucking leave your legacy to fucking the people that brought us Mickey Mouse?
Because everybody shit on him so hard for the prequels and Jar Jar Binks and shit. Like, they just killed it out of him, I think.
Do you think that theory video that we watched was real about George Lucas wanting to make him the Phantom Menace and then pulling out later?
I don't know. I know they like it. There's quotes from him where he's like talking about making like a weird character, like the main crux of like the whole thing. So I would assume he had plans for that.
Let me ask you something. Is Jar Jar Binks still alive in the Disney Star Wars universe?
No, there's a book that just came out that's like canon, and like Jar Jar Binks like ended up like after like the Empire fell, like everybody blamed Jar Jar Binks for putting dude in power and shit. So he was like a street clown and then like just dies, I guess. So they're like, yeah, fuck Jar Jar, he's done. Which I guess was cool. I don't know. Even as a kid, I wasn't like, oh, Jar Jar is amazing. Like, I like Darth Maul. That was like the coolest part about
Darth
episode
Maul
1.
should have been
Darth
fucking
Maul was
somebody they
dope.
kept alive.
No,
Yeah,
dude,
right.
they kept him alive in the other shit, like fucking Star Wars Clone Wars.
Which is apparently
I
canon
know.
too.
It's canon.
I
He's
know.
got fucking robot legs and shit, and he's in the new show.
I know,
Rebels
but
as
he
well.
needs more screen time live action, man. Why can't we see
Yeah.
him confront Ben Kenobi on Tatooine?
Like, bitch,
That'd
you
be the
took my
shit.
legs.
You took my legs, I'm here to fucking kill you and that baby you brought here.
Right.
That would be legitly cool. But no.
They
Right,
want
yeah.
to do a fucking Obi-Wan solo movie too. They want to do a bunch of like solo
Yeah.
shit.
And they better
A Yoda one.
And they better do it while the actor
They don't
is
even
at
name.
the right
they don't
age.
even know what Yoda species is called. Like George Lucas never fucking specifies what Yoda species are even called.
Good, let's keep that up then. I just want Yoda to be unknown entity throughout your own
Like Clint
universe.
Eastwood in Fistful of Dollars, he's that guy.
He's like that. They're
That
just
little
like,
green
what the
guy.
hell you look like? I've never seen your type. And he's all Yoda status, but
Right.
young, powerful Yoda. Like, not old, like, oh yeah, he still jump around and have the Force. I'm talking about, like, raging boner Yoda. Like,
Like he's getting shit faced.
Yeah.
Cut the guy's hand
Yeah,
off in
right.
a bar.
like, fucking, Yoda had to be a badass to be, like, Yoda, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that
Especially in a time when there's like, because it'd be back when there's like Sith and shit. He's like still fighting a lot of Sith and things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing they did a great job on in those prequel movies was Yoda's fight against Count Dooku and his fight against the Emperor.
There's
It
debate
was
on
great.
both of those.
Yeah. It's back and forth.
Some
it was
would
alright.
say
I thought the lightsaber techniques that he used were really cool. I don't know.
They're cool, but it's Yoda we're talking about. Everyone fears this guy. He should have whooped that fool's ass. Like
and
it
he
was
should have had more
nothing.
like mindy powers as
Yeah.
opposed to like fucking combat, you know?
All right.
I'm still down
okay.
for him to have the combat.
But hey,
it's just he should have been like it's
yeah, he
Yoda.
should. Yeah,
we're
he
talking
should have had
about.
mad force powers as opposed
Yeah.
to like, oh, I'm gonna.
He's like
fucking
barely like
throw
battling
around
that
chairs
lightning.
and shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. He should have been like straight, like slam
Like, what,
that
bitch,
dude
lightning?
straight against. Oh, lightning. Yeah, exactly.
No, not
Deflect
shit.
straight back at you and then slam
They,
him against the
they should
wall
have
and
had
ceiling.
they should have had Yoda be the one that physically scarred his face.
Yeah, something.
That would have been cool. But if you think about it, though, if they made Yoda too good at that last little fight with the Emperor and he didn't have, then how would he? Why would he go into hiding if he was that badass? They had to make the Emperor better than him.
Well, then they should have made the Emperor actually better.
Yeah, instead of like, oh man, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
a little spinny attack, and then we're gonna play fucking tug of war with this like giant floaty chair. The battle wasn't really all that cool, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah.
The jumping and lightsaber first bit was on point, and then they drug it out with the stupid powers they had. Like they should have like done.
I'm
better.
talking more specifically
Well-
the Palpatine fight. Like the Dooku fight was still kind of entertaining because you had all that flippy shit.
Yeah.
I
But
always
the
found
Palpatine
the
fight was
Force
fucking
power.
boring.
I always found the Force lifting power shit kind of boring in Star Wars, to be honest.
Well,
It's
there's,
almost like
there's cooler
cheating.
powers. There's cooler
Yeah,
powers.
way cooler powers.
Especially if you
Lightning,
take shit from the
lightsabers are
games and
cooler.
shit.
Yeah, no, especially like in like some of the books and stuff. There's Jedi's
Star Killer
there's
can
Jedis
bring down a
that
Star
straight,
Destroyer.
like,
That's
uh,
cool.
can like see the future, so they're like the hardest force to ever battle because they can predict every move you're about to do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They got like crazy powers, dude.
Mhm.
Yep. Star
But
Wars.
That's one of
is
the
just-
light side powers they don't ever talk about.
Right?
It's so crazy.
Because they're always like, be the
people
dark
still
side.
talk
They
about
always show
Star
a couple
Wars.
cool dark side powers. But even then,
Right.
there's dark side powers. Like, they can possess people. They don't ever show that.
Right, that would be cool shit. They should start getting into crazy shit like that. Like, and maybe not even do standalone movies about, like, already established characters. Do a new fucking story. Like, do a story, like, way in the past when, like, the fucking Jedis or the Sith are, like...
Yeah,
getting
it's
away
always
from
this
the
shit. Yeah,
Jedis.
I don't
And they didn't
fall
even
before-
have
yeah.
lightsabers, like, at least in the old school stuff that's not canon anymore. They didn't have lightsabers at first, the Jedi and the Sith, when they were fighting.
Have you seen Rogue
They
One?
had fucking swords.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Rogue One?
Yeah.
Like what you're talking about, like, you know, that statue that's all collapsed with the
Mhm.
face and the sword?
Yeah, and Jedi.
Have it, do a storyline that where that statue is standing.
Yeah, that's
That would be cool. Like, way in the past of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah. Or...
Rogue One was still pretty cool though. Like I saw it in theaters, and
I've seen it, yeah.
The only reason I was super
I
excited
own it
for
and
it,
still haven't watched it.
Really?
Because it's... I just...
the only reason I'm
Oh,
super excited for it is because fucking
always got
It
some-
Man is in it, and he's literally the best part of the movie. Is fucking
He is.
It Man and the robot.
The robot's the
Does
shit.
he have the Force? Like, is he a Jedi or is
No.
he just a badass?
He's a badass. Like,
Yes!
almost
That's
Jedi.
what-
Let me
He's
say
like-
something about that. Okay?
Wait, almost Jedi? Like, he
Yeah.
has the Force?
He's
At
like
this point in
cool
the
with
story-
because he's like a temple guard to the Temple of the Force, or was.
I think if he was born on Coruscant in the past, he would have been a very good Jedi.
Who?
Ip Man's
It Man,
character.
Cheer it.
But the thing is this is like way into the fall of the Jedi. Like Darth Vader had been hunting them to extinction, and now the New Order is around doing the same thing. So any that are left, you know, so it's like down to one or two Jedi, you know, depending on your interpretation of whether Rey's a Jedi and Luke's a Jedi, you know. So, like, what the fuck was I gonna say?
So, I don't know. Either way, he's not like he's not like a Jedi, but he's got like Force sensitive.
Exactly. So he, like, there's nobody making lightsabers because they're fucking stealing the fucking crystals. That's what part of the movie
Yeah.
is about.
But he's badass. He beats the shit
Yeah,
out of
fuck a
people.
lightsaber. They should...
He's got a cool stick that turns into a fucking bowcaster like Chewbacca.
And kills
Nice.
a TIE fighter.
Yeah, he's fucking gnarly, and he just beats people up.
And he's blind, and he, like, can fucking hear people. They
Yeah,
show
he's
these
like that-
scenes where
yeah,
he's, like,
blind
can tell where
swordsman.
people are stepping their feet by his hearing and shit. Very cool.
Yeah.
It was a cool concept.
Awesome. I'll watch it when I get home.
Yeah, but him and the robot are the best part of that movie. At least best characters. Because even, like, when dude dies, like, his death is, like, the best, like, death scene in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, his homie's there, too, and he's, like... And then his homie goes all gnarly. And just, like... Because his homie's got, like, this cool machine gun. This, like, laser machine gun that's also a shotgun.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah.
And they were, like, temple guards together at the place.
And if those dudes were born in the past, they would have been fucking Jedi. Most definitely.
Maybe not his homie, because his homie, like, was...
Well,
just
at least
guns.
Force sensitive, you
He's
know?
like, yeah.
Because like, how many guys that guy could kill with that laser cannon that he had,
Yeah.
and how accurate his shots were.
Oh, and that fucking Darth Vader singing at the end in the hallway. Fucking amazing.
It was legit.
Darth
Yeah.
Vader scene.
Yeah, some people are like, oh, that's not how Darth Vader's supposed to fight. Blah, blah, blah. It's just some action-y bullshit. I'm like, no, that's fucking dope. They should have put more Darth Vader in there.
Yeah.
Just running through motherfuckers.
Is that what he did?
Yeah.
Darth Vader's still alive?
Yeah, it's the
Oh, the new Darth guy.
Rogue One.
Rogue One
Happens-
is like 3.5. Episode 3.5.
Yeah, because it happens right before the fourth one, the old one from the 70s. The end scene is legitly them boarding the ship when they come through, and like all the dudes are dying in that hallway in the old movie. Like the end of that movie.
Well,
is right
kind
there.
of.
Well, aren't they? They're chasing them.
Okay.
Aren't they?
So, at the end of Rogue One, you see Darth Vader looking at the escaping frigate that's escaping from this gigantic fucking
Alright.
flagship of the Rebel Alliance or whatever. And Princess Leia's on that ship. And that's the ship from the very first scene of Episode 4, the first Star Wars movie to ever come out, where it's like flying away and the Star Destroyer's coming at them. So that it's like not even like, it's like maybe a day or two after that, you know? Maybe a couple hours, depending on how long it took Darth Vader to find that ship with his Star Destroyer, you know? So it connects the other movies so well.
Yeah. But the CG redone, like, young Princess Leia was creepy.
Yeah, but
It was weird. But not as
it
bad
wasn't
as Tarkin.
super bad.
Yeah, not as bad as Tarkin.
Admiral Tarkin.
They
But
just don't look good.
It looks creepy.
Well,
and
they're
not
dead. They're
real.
not alive
Yeah, they're
anymore.
dead people. No, and she was alive when they filmed it, but they made her, like, young.
She had
like
to be
70s. Like, they put young Carrie Fisher's face on some actress's face.
she had to be how she looked like when the first movie
Yeah.
came out.
And, like, I don't know, they probably didn't need to do that scene, but they did.
And they connected well because, like, Leia in episode 4, she's like, a lot of brave Bothan spies or something like that died to get this information, and that's exactly what fucking happened. Like, a lot of the dudes that was helping the main character, the Jin Oso or whatever,
Yeah.
they were fucking spies. You know, like the main guy that helps her that was like shooting people in the
Yeah.
I thought Rogue
fucking
One was all that new stuff.
Cassian.
Yeah.
I thought Rogue One was that new stuff.
Rogue
No.
One is like a
Oh.
prequel.
To the old ones.
It's like a bridge the gap between
I don't
the
know.
prequels
I'm not
and
really all up with Star Wars.
The dude who came up with that wasn't even, like... I forget what he did. He, like, worked with, like, Lucasfilms and, like, the Disney shit, but it was just a random idea where he's like, why don't we fucking do something
brilliant.
about the people who got the plans for the Death Star? Like...
They also it fills this gigantic plot hole of why there would be a weakness that big in the Death Star.
Right.
Because it's all out of like a father's love. Because like really, like the main scientist, they got him pretty much hijacked because they're threatening to kill his daughter, and they killed his wife already, and you know he doesn't really want to work for the Empire, but they like force him into it. So instead, he just goes full bore into it to gain their trust, and builds a gigantic exhaust port that Luke later can shoot a big ass fucking plasma torpedo through or whatever.
They're like, ha, linked it. We did it. Disney.
It was still a good movie. Like, it was done really nice.
It was. I even enjoyed it a little bit better than The Force Awakens, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Though The Force Awakens had good parts to it too.
Yeah, but the one thing I didn't like about The Force Awakens is they totally misused the cast from the movie The Raid. Because you know when Han Solo's on that ship and they release the monster and those bounty hunters coming after him, those are a bunch of dudes from the Raid movie. And if you ever seen that one, that movie's fucking dope. And they get eaten by monsters and they don't really do anything cool. Like nothing cool happens in that scene. They're just there to get eaten.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah,
They could have been like fighters.
Yeah, it could have been something really
You
dope.
had those guys. I would have.
Yeah, you had the dudes from the fucking Raid. One of the most gnarliest action movies to come out in like recent years, like in a long time that I've seen. I haven't seen an action movie that dope. And in the Raid 2 is even just as good.
Yeah, they don't go down.
Yeah, and they fucking didn't use those guys in like their action abilities, but and in fucking Rogue One they got Donnie Yen and he's fucking kung fuing the fuck out of everybody with the stick.
Yeah. Right, those guys could probably take out Donnie Yen
Yeah,
in real life. No.
yeah. Because they fight in that like weird like Southeastern Asian fight and it's like Pakrat Salat or something. But yeah, dude, those guys are fucking gnarly and they didn't use them at all in that movie. And I'm like, why wouldn't you use them?
Yeah, I would have used them.
Yeah,
They would have been like stars.
Yeah,
Been
instead,
like featuring these guys too. What's up?
but instead they get eaten by CGI monsters.
Yeah, they could have been like badass. Fuck Han Solo died,
Yeah.
but these two are rolling around.
They could have easily had like Death Troopers show up at the same time in that scene, and then they like get in a crazy fight with the Death Troopers, and then Han Solo and and Rey and them are trying to get out of the ship. You know, they could have easily done it like that, but
Yeah.
they were like, nope, just get them eaten by CGI monsters. But I still enjoyed.
Those monsters were pretty fucking dope, though.
Yeah, I still enjoyed Force Awakens, but I think I liked Rogue One more.
Yeah, everything was just so convenient in Force Awakens. Like, oh yeah, fucking steals the fucking Millennium Falcon and runs into Han Solo. How convenient, you know?
Right.
But then it also does go with the storyline of Star Wars in terms of like the spooky Force. You know?
The Force works in mysterious
Indeed.
ways. Fucking Force.
Yeah.
But so the Force would be some cool fucking superpowers to have, though. I'd be down to be able to just like levitate shit and have a laser sword. Shoot lightning out of my hands because I would have been some evil shit.
That was a really bad lightning sound.
Yeah. It was. Cool. Are we done?
I think we're.
Yeah, we can be done now. We
Peace
were
out.
supposed to end it before, but yeah, that's this episode. So fucking A.
Yeah.
Bye.
Fuck you
off.
guys.
Oh wait, you shut up. Fuck, I can't touch it.
No, you were just gonna end it all fucking.
Abruptly.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
I thought that would be a good end.